Zaidi boy here. Yo, so the new thing is CN Tower. Yo, spot the CN Tower and I'll send you some goddamn thing that I got left over from the other time that you watched one of these silly videos. Guys, I figured it out. Lead generation / telesales. Hashtag binary, not telemarketing. Do. So this video is for my famous friend, Sonam Sherpa. Now I'm going to prop him by way of propping his heritage. Rather, I'm going to prop his heritage. Sonam, I didn't like what you did, bro. That was such an employee move. Bro, like this guy, I'm a newly realized, born again, lead generation specialist, dear user. Dear viewer, thank you for watching. Right? I have issues. I'm diagnosed bipolar, and sometimes I act up. Like right now, this guy pushed my button, and that's why I'm making this video. Right? And what length will I take this thing to? What thing? The thing of him understanding why I'm pissed off. Right? So on the one hand, this guy, I sent a flyer. I spent hours on this thing, and years, in fact, because it's taken me that long to get to a point where I can offer my services as a lead generation expert instead of replying all and writing unsubscribe, Mr. Sherpa. You could have just said what you got for me. And in fact, my flyer is what pissed you off, because you probably realized I put it together myself. I'm really mad at you, bro. Like this guy, Sonam Sherpa. First of all, Sherpa is Nepal. Sherpa is a guide. Sherpa is a surname. Sherpa is that guy who you're going to pay 10 grand to for like a week or 10 days, and he's going to get you to base camp 2 or 3, maybe not even base camp 1 in Tibet. That's who this guy is. Like the guy who I'm pissed off at, dear user, and I'm ranting and raving about. He's a VP of sales is the thing, right? And I'm a humble consultant. Well, here's the difference, Mr. Sherpa, between you and all the people at InsideRealEstate.com or whatever little shit gig you're working for. I know you don't. I thought at one point that you founded a company, and I was so happy for you, right? Just like when I was working at Oracle, you were so jealous or something, needy and greedy, and you were my best friend. I was working at Oracle Corporation, guys, here in Torontopia. So CN Tower over there, you may see, of course, you'll see the TD part. That's TD, that's CN right there. And don't tell me that, like, you see this line? Like, that's just like Larry Ellison. Oracle on Front Street, there's a sign there. There may or may not be an office there as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't matter. Like, the office that we ignored was in Scarborough. I never went there. Like Oracle in Scarborough, Ontario, Torontopia. Yo, Oracle Canada is at 110 Milverton Boulevard, and it's got a second address on a separate street, one building, and it's got Oracle on the building, and Oracle is maybe 2 fucking floors in that building. That's how it's done, Mr. Sherpa, not your little chitter chatter. Yo, this fucking guy, he's like, yo, get me a job at Oracle. And then when I met him, and he's salesman numero uno, hey, he taught me so much. He taught me sales is sales. You remember that, Mr. Sherpa? You were at TELUS, and you said you sold like some big ass deals, $200,000-$300,000 or $2-3 million. I've worked on the same kinds of deal size, by the way, going up to like a deal with Target Corporation based in Minneapolis, and our regional vice president at fucking CA.com, formerly known as Computer Associates, Mike Crest, this fucking guy, he had a $55 or $77 million deal. 55. Let's just lowball this fucking thing, bro. And you're trying to impress me? Like, and by the time, I'm the guy who came in like 10 years later, 8 years later, CA.com, Minneapolis, not like Seattle, right? Gay city. I'll call it what I like. And now you can think I'm a homophobe as well as a Nepal hater? You're total shit, bro. Because whatever you do, you don't realize this thing. You're like playing your little employee game. And what you do is basically, you represent who you are. By way of Nepal and Sherpa and fucking family, like, who raised this fucking guy is the question that comes up. right? And like, what do his kids think about the fact that he's a fucking tool? I know you gotta feed them, bro. And yes, they're very cute. And you're the guy sharing pictures of them, right? And I'm the guy saying, fuck you. I'm not gonna do nothing beyond this stupid fucking video, and I may or may not upload it. But if you think for a second that having some kind of title, that's, if you had a green fucking Carrera, then I would say yes, that's something. Or if you were like the man and you have like some kind of authority or uniform or some fucking nonsense like this, ass white, then yo, I'm the guy who just got released from jail, little bitch. Do you understand? If we were standing across from each other, I'd smash your fucking face at this point. Why? Cause I wouldn't want to waste like a kick on your stupid fucking face, cause I'm a taekwondo guy. Anyway, you're an idiot. And if you call this a threat, then fucking sue me. This is Canada and you're like a Yankee. So it's not gonna work out, asshole. Listen, bitch, an employee is a slave. A job is like a virus. Let's say it's like the common cold. Or let's say it's a novel strain of the common cold, right? Now, you don't want a cold, and you don't want to give a cold to another person, right? Unfortunately, with a person like you do want to give your cold to the next guy, and unfortunately, it's all the same. Like, it boils down to the following. You eat shit, and therefore you feed it to others. Now, you fed me shit, and I'm feeding it back to you and your people. Because I'm a consultant. I say what the fuck I like to whoever. See this guy here? He's got a nice car and he's got a badge. He's just like a cop. He's a special constable for the Toronto Community Housing Corporation. Why? Because I was a security guard for 7 years, ducking out of sight from the corporate gig that you're kind of tied into, this whole fucking game. I'd rather work as a security guard, right? Knowing like this guy in his car, yo, is someone you'd listen to, right? If he's in there. I don't know if he's in there. My point is, like, that's called authority, right? Now, you are a slave. You're an employee. You show up, like, okay, I'm a commission guy. I'll explain it to you and your stupid little people. And let's see how many hits I can get on this, right? Why? It's a marketing experiment. It's fun. It's vindictive. It's me feeding you the shit you gave me. And I'll tell you why. Do unto others as others would do unto you, right? Or is that wrong? There's 3 fucking rules, bitch. And they're like this. Do unto others as you'd have them do to you is number 1. Number 2 is what you do to others is done unto you. Number 3 is as has been done to you, comma, you do unto others. Do you understand any of that? I'm the guy who came up with rule 2 and 3, motherfucker. So you fed me shit and I'm feeding it back to you. And I'm the nice guy who explains that to you. Do you understand any of that? So as an employee, you show up and you're like, here I am. That's it. What are you selling? A service, an outcome, a result, a product? Nothing. You're selling your smiling fucking mug. Okay? You're gonna show up at 9 o'clock. You're gonna get your goddamn fucking coffee and you're gonna duck into your little cubicle or office, hello, behind your title, right? I'm a consultant. I say what I like to whoever the fuck I want. Do you understand any of that? Bro, so it's the same to say that you're selling your time versus yourself. That's what that boils down to. All right? Get a real job at a real company and you might even get some fucking respect. Get a real job at what's a real company? It's a company that wouldn't hire Sonam Sherpa as their VP to begin with. This is what has become clear in this. Bro, I never liked you, okay? And I did hero worship you, and I did learn a lot from you, and I've always given you the utmost respect, and I was trying to get you a job at Oracle. Now, it's taken me 10 years to realize that my thing is lead generation. And you know I'm better than you, and this pisses you off. I'm more handsome than you. This pisses you off. I've got more game than you. In your mind, you're thinking, well, I was doing 40 grand a month. Some stupid fucking nonsense. I closed one deal via voicemail with Manitoba Wheat Board at Oracle, that real company I was working at. And you go, Taylor, michael.e.taylor@oracle.com. He's probably still there, my boss. Just ask him. Yo, he shoots me $100 grand deal on the side from some old business to share with some other guy. That's how it's done, asswipe. The reason your damn fucking people are underperforming is because you're eating shit and feeding it to them. Listen, if you want to be this is never going to happen because it goes against the whole corporate dictum. If you want your motherfuckers to sell, you better be salesman numero uno. That's how it's done. Which means at the very least, so like, of course, you're not going to have a VP of sales show up and make phone calls, are you? However, you would make yourself available, like I did say in my flyer, little asshole. Sorry, I'm just making a YouTube video. Sorry, is everything all right?
No, you're good, you're good.
Shit, sir, my heart. Fucked. Like, did you see that? Yo, that's like Toronto right there. Fuck, I'm gonna sit down. I'm swearing at the camera, sir, I'm sorry. Yo, so that's like a wake-up call from God. And I gotta tone this thing down. All I'm saying to you is that, listen, that's the difference between me and you. I worked as a security guard for 7 years, sucking eggs, after working for Oracle and Computer Associates, right? Or CA.com, formerly like called Computer Associates. As far as I'm concerned, this is where we differ. Like, I'm still an Onvia guy. Remember Irv Alpert? Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I did some consulting with him afterwards. I did some consulting with Oracle afterwards. I'm not interested in the money thing, and the only break or pass you get is because you're a family man and you've got little kids to take care of, right? And I'm swearing and like, I was about to get arrested right now. Literally, that guy could have cuffed me. I was gonna say, like, these TCHC guys, Toronto Community Housing Corporation, I'm a security guard. I'll tell you what the deal is, bro. This is Toronto. Don't fuck with anyone who has a car and a uniform, okay? Regardless of whether or not he has a gun. The gun will be there in like 8 minutes, right? All he has to do is get on his thingy and say, like, I need the cops here, and they're gonna be here in minutes. All right, so now, yeah, that was a bit of a scare. That guy, like, he thought I was some criminal or something. They're looking for someone. Did you see the car? This is how it's done, right? Anyway, bro, listen, if you had I'm just gonna say what I'm thinking. If you had a gun or a badge or some kind of authority or some kind of leverage, that's when you can treat someone like a piece of shit. Do you remember when I was at your desk one time and everybody there, Kelsey and all these beautiful people, Jenny, Brunk, right? All these Onvians, right? Not Stuart Onstad, who was the real man behind the scenes, right? And certainly not Irv. I worked out with this fucking guy in the gym in our building there on Olive Way or Olive Drive. Yes, I have a memory and I've got feelings, and you pissed me off, and I'm feeding it back to you because, again, as you do unto others is done to you is rule number 2. Understand? That's what that is. And you do what has been done to you. People have treated you like a little tool, and that's why you treat others like a little tool. Anyway, I'm done. I'm looking for smokes, and there's security circling back again. And like they say in Pakistan, hello, Mr. Nepal. Yo, a sign is enough for an intelligent man. So I'm going to put this on YouTube. I'm going to send it to people at your company, and I'm going to attach it to the email that you fucking started shit with me on, Mr. Onvia, right? You're the man. I come to your desk and you treat me like a piece of meat, and you expect me to suck eggs. I did suck eggs because you were sales guy number 1, and you taught me a lot, right? But I'm an independent contractor, aka consultant, aka suck my balls. I'm not an employee. No one's gonna fire me, dipshit. Do you understand that at all? When you are selling your time, that's you. You go there at 9, you clock out at 5. That means you're a little bitch for that amount of time. I am a contract guy. I am the guy who will say, yo, what kind of outcome are you looking for? Do you want clicks on your website? Do you want X number of phone calls or messages or that kind of thing? It's a different way of thinking. I don't expect you to get any of this, but I do expect you to understand that if you want to keep this stupid shit up, this is what I do. It's like, we're from Vietnam, Brooklyn. We like beef. This is a rap lyric. What does this mean? I don't know. Think about it. It probably means something, right? We like beef. This thing that you're doing right now is pissing me off, but I'm going to tell you what, bro. Like, you started this thing. See you later. Hopefully not.